Hoping for the best is not a strategy, especially when food prices are up 15% since January and experts are warning of more shortages ahead. The smartest preppers are quietly locking in their food security with a handful of simple, powerful foods. These are the 5 foods smart preppers are secretly loading up on in May 2025. 1. Canned fish. Canned fish is one of the smartest foods preppers are quietly stocking up on in May 2025, and there are a lot of solid reasons why. First, canned fish like tuna, sardines, and salmon are packed with high-quality protein and healthy omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for keeping your body and brain in top shape, especially when fresh food might not be available. These nutrients help your heart, support your immune system, and even boost your mood, something that's extra important in stressful times. Unlike fresh or frozen meat, canned fish doesn't need a fridge or freezer. It can sit on your shelf for years and still be safe and tasty to eat, making it perfect for emergencies or long-term storage. Right now is a particularly smart time to buy canned fish. Like we mentioned earlier, food prices have jumped about 15% since the start of the year, and canned fish is disappearing from store shelves faster than usual. There are real problems in the global supply chain. Morocco, one of the world's biggest sardine suppliers, is reporting a sharp drop in fish populations, and tuna production has slowed down due to plant shutdowns and shipping issues. In 2024, there were more than a dozen major recalls and slowdowns, and even the FDA in the US issued warnings about imported canned fish quality, which led to more delays. All of this means prices are likely to go up even more, and shelves could be empty when you need these foods most. By buying now, you're locking in today's prices and making sure you have a supply before things get worse. A lot of shoppers might walk past canned fish, thinking it's just an old-school food or not as tasty as fresh options. Some people worry it's too fishy or only good for tuna salad sandwiches, but that's missing the bigger picture. Canned fish is a survival powerhouse. It's ready to eat straight from the can. No cooking, no heating, no water needed. If the power goes out and you can't cook, you'll be glad to have something you can just open and eat. Plus, it's incredibly versatile. You can mix it with crackers, add it to pasta, toss it in a salad, or eat it plain. Sardines, in particular, are loaded with calcium and vitamin D, and because they're lower on the food chain, they have fewer toxins than bigger fish like tuna. Salmon is rich in omega-3s and has a softer texture, while tuna is high in protein and mixes well with pantry staples. When it comes to where to buy, big warehouse stores like Costco and Sam's Club often have the best prices on bulk packs of canned tuna or salmon. Walmart and Aldi are also good for affordable options. For premium or specialty canned fish, online retailers like Le Gourmet Central offer high-quality, sustainably sourced options from places like northern Spain, but these can be pricier. As of early 2025, a standard 5-ounce can of tuna at Walmart is about $1.20, while bulk packs at Costco can bring the price down to under $1 per can. Specialty items like Spanish sardines or anchovies can cost $3 to $6 per can, but they're considered a treat and last just as long. Proper storage is key to getting the most out of your canned fish. Keep cans in a cool, dry place, ideally below 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius, and away from direct sunlight. Don't store them in damp areas like basements where cans can rust. Rotate your stock every 6 to 12 months. Use the oldest cans first and put new purchases at the back. Check the expiration dates, but remember, canned fish often stays safe and tasty well past the printed date if the can isn't damaged. One common mistake is to buy only one type or brand. Smart preppers mix it up, getting different kinds, tuna, salmon, sardines, mackerel, and different can sizes, including pull-tab cans for emergencies where you might not have a can opener. Avoid dented or bulging cans, as these can be unsafe. 2. Honey. There are many good reasons why buying honey now is a brilliant move. To begin with, honey is almost magical when it comes to shelf life. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are thousands of years old and still perfectly edible. This means honey doesn't spoil or go bad like many other foods, making it an unbeatable pantry staple for long-term storage. If you buy honey now and store it properly, it can last forever, giving you a reliable source of sweetness and energy whenever you need it. Many people might not think honey is a smart buy right now because it's often seen just as a sweet treat or something you use occasionally. They might worry about it being expensive or think it's not as useful as canned goods or dried foods. But that's where they're wrong. Honey is not just a sweetener. It's packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and B vitamins that support your body's health. It's better for blood sugar control than regular sugar because it has a lower glycemic index, meaning it raises your blood sugar more slowly and steadily. This makes it a healthier option, especially for people who want to avoid sugar spikes. Honey also has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, which means it can help heal wounds, soothe sore throats, and calm coughs naturally. Medical organizations like the World Health Organization recommend honey as a natural cough remedy. In emergencies or survival situations where medicine might be scarce, having honey on hand can be a lifesaver for treating minor injuries or illnesses. Add that to the fact that honey can boost your immune system, helping you stay healthier when access to healthcare is limited. Buying honey in May 2025 is especially smart because food prices have been rising, and honey's price is expected to increase as well due to supply chain issues and higher demand. Stocking up now means you lock in a good price before it goes up. Also, May is a great time because many stores, including health food markets and big retailers like Costco or Walmart, often have fresh stock and seasonal promotions. Raw honey, which is minimally processed and unheated, retains the most nutrients and benefits. So look for raw or organic honey for the best quality. Proper storage is key to keeping honey fresh forever. Store it in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight, and keep the lid tightly sealed to prevent moisture from getting in. Avoid refrigerating honey because cold temperatures can cause it to crystallize and harden, making it harder to use. If your honey does crystallize, you can gently warm the jar in a bowl of warm water to return it to liquid form without damaging its nutrients. A common mistake people make is exposing honey to moisture or heat, which can spoil the quality or cause fermentation. So keeping it sealed and at room temperature is best. Third, rice. Rice is a staple food that billions of people around the world rely on every day because it's affordable, filling, and packed with energy. It's mostly carbohydrates, which our body uses as fuel, making it perfect for keeping you going when other foods might run low. Buying rice now is smart because prices have been rising steadily since the start of the year, and experts expect them to go even higher as supply chain problems and weather issues affect harvests worldwide. So getting rice in May means you can lock in a better price before costs climb further. Many shoppers might not see rice as a smart buy right now because it's such a common food that they assume it will always be easy to find and cheap. But this is where they're wrong. Rice farming depends heavily on good weather and stable water supplies, and recent years have seen droughts and extreme heat in key rice-growing regions, which reduce yields and cause shortages. It goes without saying that global demand is growing, especially in countries with rising populations. This combination means rice could become harder to find or more expensive very soon. Another reason rice is a smart buy is its long shelf life. When stored properly in a cool, dry place inside airtight containers, white rice can last 25 to 30 years without losing quality. Brown rice doesn't last as long because it has more natural oils that can go rancid, but even then, it can last up to a year or more if kept sealed and refrigerated. This means you can buy rice in bulk now, store it safely, and have a reliable food source for years. Proper storage involves using containers that keep out moisture, air, and pests, like food-grade buckets with sealed lids or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. This keeps the rice fresh and safe to eat when you need it. Rice is also incredibly versatile. You can cook it plain or add it to soups, stews, stir-fries, and many other dishes. It pairs well with almost any protein or vegetable, making it a flexible base for meals. Brown rice is especially healthy because it keeps the bran layer, which contains fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that help control blood sugar, support heart health, and improve digestion. Studies show brown rice can help people manage diabetes and reduce the risk of heart disease. White rice is easier to cook and digest but has fewer nutrients unless it's fortified. The best places to buy rice right now are warehouse stores like Costco, which sell large bags of high-quality rice at lower prices per pound than regular supermarkets. Costco's Kirkland Signature brand, for example, offers affordable white and brown rice in bulk, making it a great choice for preppers. Buying from stores like Costco means you get fresh stock and good value. Plus, you can avoid the higher prices often found in smaller stores or online. Also, shopping in May is smart because it's just before summer, when demand for rice and other staples often rises, pushing prices up further. 4. Dried beans. At first glance, some shoppers might overlook dried beans because they seem old-fashioned or less convenient compared to canned beans or ready-made meals. But that's exactly why buying them now is such a smart move. Dried beans have an incredibly long shelf life. If stored properly, they can last 25 to 30 years without losing quality. That means you can buy them today and still have nutritious food decades from now. Not many foods offer that kind of food insurance, especially at such a low cost. What makes dried beans so special is not just their longevity, but their nutrition and versatility. Beans are packed with protein, fiber, iron, magnesium, potassium, and other important nutrients that your body needs to stay strong and healthy, especially in tough times. 1 cup of cooked beans provides about 15 grams of protein, which helps maintain muscle and energy. They also contain complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, keeping you full and fueled longer. This is crucial during emergencies or when fresh food might be scarce. Not to mention that beans are low in fat and free from cholesterol, making them a heart-healthy choice. Many people don't realize that dried beans, when combined with rice, create a complete protein, meaning they provide all the essential amino acids your body needs, similar to meat. This makes them a staple for anyone wanting to eat well without relying on expensive or perishable foods. Unlike canned beans, dried beans often taste better and have a firmer texture when cooked properly, making meals more enjoyable. Buying dried beans in May 2025 is especially smart because supply chains are unstable. Experts warn that shortages and higher prices could get worse as summer demand rises and global food reserves hit lows not seen in 15 years. Many stores still have dried beans at reasonable prices because they are working through older stock, but that won't last long. Waiting too long means you'll face empty shelves or pay much more later. By stocking up now, you lock in a good price and avoid the rush when panic buying hits. Some shoppers might hesitate because dried beans take longer to cook than canned ones, or they think they're inconvenient. But soaking beans overnight or using a quick soak method cuts cooking time significantly, and the effort pays off with better taste and nutrition. The best place to buy dried beans is usually big warehouse stores like Costco, which sell them in bulk at lower prices per pound than regular grocery stores. Buying in bulk means you get more food for less money, perfect for prepping. 5. Powdered milk. If you want to be prepared, save money, and eat well no matter what happens, stocking up on powdered milk right now is 100% the smart choice. First, powdered milk is basically regular milk that's been dried out, so all the water is removed. This makes it super lightweight, easy to store, and most importantly, it lasts way longer than fresh milk. If you keep it sealed and stored in a cool, dry place, powdered milk can last up to 15 years or more, especially if you use non-fat versions in airtight containers. That's a huge advantage if you're preparing for emergencies, supply chain problems, or just want to save money by buying in bulk when prices are good. One of the main reasons it's smart to buy powdered milk now, in May 2025, is because the global milk powder market is growing fast and prices are expected to keep rising. The market is already valued at almost $35 billion and is projected to climb even higher in the next few years. May is a good time because stores are restocking after the busy spring, and you can often find deals or discounts before summer demand picks up even more. Plus, if there's another round of supply chain issues or shortages later in the year, you'll be glad you already have it on your shelf. Many shoppers might not see powdered milk as a smart buy because they think it doesn't taste as good as fresh milk, or they just don't realize how useful it can be. But that's not the whole story. Powdered milk is packed with nutrients like protein, calcium, potassium, magnesium, and lots of important vitamins, including vitamin D and B12. It's also low in cholesterol and fat, especially the non-fat kind, and can support bone and heart health. Some brands even add extra vitamins, minerals, or probiotics to make it even healthier. You can use powdered milk in so many ways. Mix it up for drinking, add it to coffee or tea, use it in baking for softer bread and chewier cookies, or stir it into oatmeal, smoothies, or even mashed potatoes for extra nutrition. In emergencies, it's a lifesaver because you can make milk instantly just by adding water, even if you don't have a fridge. If you're wondering where to buy, big box stores and warehouse clubs like Costco, Walmart, and online retailers like Amazon are reliable sources. Also, buying in bulk usually drops the price per kilo or pound. Proper storage is key if you want your powdered milk to last. The biggest mistakes people make are leaving it in open bags, exposing it to air, heat, or moisture, or storing it in the kitchen where it gets warm. Always transfer your powdered milk to airtight containers or food-grade buckets with tight lids. Keep it in a cool, dark place like a pantry or basement, and avoid places that get hot or humid. If you buy whole milk powder, use it up faster because the fat makes it spoil sooner. Non-fat dried milk lasts the longest. Don't forget to label your containers with the date you pack them so you know how fresh they are. Some people even freeze powdered milk for extra long storage. But that's not necessary if you use good airtight packaging and keep it cool and dry. If you found these prepping tips helpful, hit the like and subscribe button to always stay one step ahead. Thanks for watching.